All right, so let's talk a little bit about how you do your homework assignments and how you turn them in. So homework problems edition, right? So you click on that. And this is the main Canvas module page. There's some stuff that's hidden in here, but I'll make all that stuff available for you. Right now, like the lectures are hidden and stuff, but I'll open all that stuff up. There's also lecture notes. But yeah, here's the homework. So 4th edition problems for first exam. So we're going to click on that just so you can see this. Now, some of you won't have the book right away, and that's fine. You can get a copy of the book. You can order a book. You can find one online. My former students all seem really good at finding books online, Reddit. So good luck. Yeah, but I think I missed one problem here. When you come to it, just ignore it. You'll know because you'll go to the page. I think the page is missing. I don't have this book anymore to scan it in anymore, and I don't actually have the PDF. So having said that, yeah, these are all the questions. Chapter 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like you would expect. And I do list the problems you have to do. This is for the 4th edition now because this is the 4th edition PDF. This is every homework problem except that one that I was talking about for the first exam. And what you can do is you can go to the homework list and do these problems if you don't have a book. Now, if you have a book that's not the 4th edition, go ahead and use the problems listed for that book, okay? And I'll show you that in a second. Also, though, I am only assigning problems, for the most part, that there are answers to in the back of the book. So, in fact, I include the back of the book. The back of the book has the answers, not the solutions. There's a solutions manual that you might be able to find a copy of that shows you how to do all these problems. But this solution, the solutions are the answers to the odd number questions, not explanations, just answers to the problems that I assign. So I don't assign all of them. I have a list, you'll see. This is for you to check your work. You still have to show your work. So don't just copy these and think that I'm going to give you credit for it. First time I'll be nice and only take half credit off. But next time we'll just get 0 and you'll have to redo the assignment. Okay, so let's make sure we're clear on that. You can't just turn in the answers that are in the back. You have to show the work. Now, questions like this where it's like words, there's just not a lot of explaining, right? So you're just going to have to use words, and that's fine. And if it's the same words, it's not that big a deal. I'm mostly trying to get you to read it and learn what they're talking about. Now, having said that, yeah, this is actually the back of the book for just the first 4 chapters, a little bit of chapter 5, first 4 chapters. Now, go back. I'm trying to go back. I went too far back. Hang on. That was the homework 4th edition problems. Now, let's say you have the 6th edition. I think a 7th is coming out soon. We'll click on the 6th edition, right? This is chapter 1, problems 9 and 5. So those are two problems that you do. This is chapter 2's problem 5, 7, 9, 31, 33, 35. Now, you notice this? This is 2 sections of chapter 2. So that first homework assignment, which is chapters 1 and 2, includes all of these problems that are listed under chapter 1 and chapter 2, but there's 2 sections. These are broken up by topic. So don't be surprised if a chapter has multiple topics, that there's going to be multiple headings in here. So chapter 3 is all of these next ones. So make sure you have that clear, that you have to do all of those when you do chapter 3. I just collect them 1 chapter at a time. I don't break it up. You just go ahead and do it, and you turn it in. There's an exam. Just make sure you get it all turned in before the exam. I will go through and check to see that you did the work. Now, how do you turn in homework assignments? So let's go back to assignments. And you'll have, let me go to student view. You'll have a similar view to me. Upcoming assignments, right? Homeworks 1 and 2. This worksheet is done on the first day of lab, by the way. So we'll get a lot of lecturing and stuff that we do in the first day of lab, because this is stuff that's important. It'll help you do the homeworks for chapters 1 and 2, which will be due early next week. Okay. There's a homework how-to, like how to work homework problems and show your work. It's actually for a different class, so the material's not going to be familiar, but it shows you how to do it. You need to scan if you're doing it on paper, you need to scan it in and turn it in as a PDF file. And so we'll just look at this real quick. There's a document for iPhones, and there's a document for iPhones or Android. And iPhone, you just use the iPhone. It has a native app for the Notes app for doing this. For scanning documents, if you have an Android device or other device, Adobe actually has a scanning app to make PDFs out of documents, and it will actually convert your written word and typed words into text, so you can search it. It makes a search. It's really cool. But anyways, free apps, free to use. And so if you click on this, it's going to take you to this YouTube video. And I apologize. I did this on my phone on vacation, and I didn't have any editing capability, and I wanted to get it posted. And so this is just off the screen of my iPhone. It's sideways for a while, but then, you know, it'll fix itself. So hopefully this will be helpful for you, and you'll be able to understand how to scan a document and save it and upload it as a PDF. I talk a little bit about linking your phone like cloud account. So like, let's say your OneDrive, Google Drive, you can link those to your Canvas account. And so when you folders from those accounts to your Canvas account. So your homework will always be in a folder that when you open up the Canvas assignment, you could open up that particular folder in the cloud and just transfer it over. I don't spend a lot of time talking about it. I figure you guys know how to do better than I do. Anyways, back to where we were at. Let's go back here. Now, how do you turn it in? It takes people a while to see. It took me a while to see these things. The button's over here. It says Start Assignment. You're like, well, I don't want to start it. I want to turn it in, right? You go Start Assignment, and you can choose a file. And this one is on my desktop. It's a design for something I was making, and you could open a file. But on your phone, on your device, right, you might have it linked to a Dropbox. You can go to your Dropbox or your Google Drive or your ATI. I don't know who uses this stuff. But you can go to those links, and because this one's not linked, there's nothing to show, you could just like open that file and bring it in. You don't actually have to have it transferred physically. It'll transfer in the cloud for you, okay? So that's how you do that. Once you select it, you can submit it. And this is the rubric for grading. I basically use a 4-point scale. You show your work, you get 4 points. Because your answer should be right. Now, if your answers are wrong, that's a different issue. If it's complete, you get some points. Ice cream truck's coming by. I don't know if you can hear it. My cat's back there. I don't know if you can see him. But her. And then there's, did you do your significant figures right? You'll learn what that's called. And did you check your solution? So basically what I want you to do, if you watch that video, you're going to do a problem. You're going to look in the back, and you're just do it on paper. You'll look in the back of the answer. If you find the answer is right, just box it, put a check on it, and I know you checked it. Right? Use a different colored pen. It's just easier for me to see. So just put a check mark through it. We'll be good. If you don't do that, I'll tell you to do that, and after that, I'll just have to take points off. I'll give you the points back, but I'll take points off because that's sometimes the only way that I can get somebody's attention. They're like, why did I get a 0? Well, I told you to do this. Oh, yeah, sorry. I do a 1 to 4 point scale in the rubric. It's 10 points total, so what it ends up being is you can get 10, 7.5, 50%, 25%, that kind of thing. So this is basically out of 4 points. So that's how I'm doing it. Okay, I think that's it. That's how you do your homework and turn it in, and also your lab assignments and turn them in. So hopefully that you find that helpful.